So what's up, YouTube? So from time to time, I get asked to, I'm doing switch up a few things and adding some new ones. And this one's gonna be about mob movies and how would I rank The Irishman versus Goodfellas and Casino? I saw The Irishman some time ago last year. I know it was like about 5 years later, but I ain't spent a whole lot of money, and I got to see it for free. And I sat and watched it because I was curious about the pacing of it and how it was going to project. Um, my big thing was seeing Al Pacino in a movie with Scorsese and how he would fare with De Niro and Pesci in that kind of setting, and also him playing Jimmy Hoffa. What was I thinking? He did an over the top job. There was some things that I liked. It puts you in the frame of mind of aspects of what you've seen before, uh, how they aged them, but also how the technology used to manipulate them. So it was a mixed bag with that. But we get into the juice of the matter. Does it compare to the other two? Yeah, I'd say it compares to the other two. Now, where do I fall in line with it? If I was just using those three as the criteria, well, let's keep it 100. These three films are not seeing Godfather 1 and 2, so let's just get that out the way. Those are still standards. And then there's next tier levels. And this is what I call next tier levels. Because I always thought Goodfellas was next tier level after Godfather and that next tier. Great for its era, but next tier. But if I'm ranking them based on what I saw and how I got for feel, I gotta say that Goodfellas would still be one, but this one would be ahead of Casino. I still think with Casino, De Niro was very spot on in his edginess. Pesci was his most vulnerable, but James Wood was cunning, and Sharon Stone did incredible. So that alone, because the main actors of people didn't really move me, was the sides. That's why I got to put Casino down a bit, and Pesci being vulnerable don't really set well in these kind of films because he's got to be with his the squeaky vibe, the smart aleck, the vibe of him. He has to stand out near the end, so that's one of the reasons too. But I thought De Niro was a bit tight in Casino and how it was done. But that's the way I looked at it. But I would say Irishman for number two. I thought it was good. It was long, and they could have trimmed the fat on certain things. But it was interesting. It held my own, you know. From ranking uh ranking them, that's how I look at it. I still think Goodfellas was better than the Irishman, and then but I thought the Irishman was interesting. You know. Thought it had some interesting parts about it. It took some leanings from here and there, but I thought it was an interesting film. I got a chance to watch it. I don't really like when they mess with the AI and then that whole thing because that to me distorts it. You got prosthetics that you can things that you can do to manipulate. Um, Keep it as real as you can. But having said that though, I thought the Irishman left a pretty good mark. You know, it was good. It's hard to get excited about these type of films now because there was a bygone era where that was really more legendary. So it's kind of hard to kind of grasp them because so much done changed. I mean, they hit in such a different way than what they used to. So, um, but I just thought I would kind of like roll with it like that and that concept. But anyway, let me know what you think and how do you rank them? Again, for me, it's Goodfellas first, then The Irishman, and then Casino. But let me know what you think in the comments. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share if you like it. The membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.